Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your great support. My name is Regan. For my returning viewers and also to my new subscribers, I usually appreciate so much for your great support always towards this great channel. So now, Kenyans, the National Intelligence Service has now briefed William Samuel Ruto with a sobering reality. Because now, tukiangalia to the landscape of Ruto's political side, tutajua yenyewe things are not very well. And we can remember a close examination, hata tukifanya sahi, we can see the behavior of those surrounding William Ruto, the way they are reacting and the way they are doing their own things. Ukikumbuka vizuri, during SUDI's interview, SUDI aliulizwa that hii mambo ya one term, unaona aje? Sikia vile SUDI alituambia that yeye haamini ati kuna mtu anaweza enda one term. Na akatupea examples. Ati Kibaki hakuwa yenda one term, Uhuru Kenyatta hakuwa yenda one term, Moi hakuwa yenda one term, and again Kenyatta hakuwa yenda one term. Meaning that SUDI was trying to bring certain thing here, certain indication here. And the indication was that SUDI was trying to say that even William Ruto will not go a one term. Ruto must have a two-term presidency. And that's why you are seeing that the way these people who are surrounding William Ruto, the way they are behaving, it's a clear indication that now Ruto is a one-term president. Because hatukiangalia tu those people wenye wana surround William Samuel Ruto. Angalia the likes of kina Faruk Kibet. Angalia the likes of kina Oscar Sudi. Angalia the likes of kina Kipchumba Murkomen. Angalia again the likes of kina Kimani Ichung'wah. You can clearly tell. So, hata bila kusahau Senator Samson Cherargei, unaweza angalia to the way they usually talk, and that means a lot because those are the close allies of William Samoei Ruto. So now you can clearly tell that even the Faruk Kibet, the way huwa anaongea as if yeye sasa ndio ni kama deputy president, ni kama walisahau Kindiki ndio deputy president, because you can clearly tell even Faruk Kibet sahi anaweza peana instruction. Ebu angalia last time akiambia Johnson Sakaja that sisi tunakutuma Nairobi, we make sure that there is peace. And due to that pressure where Sakaja received from Faruk Kibet, ilimforce ikabidi end up hiring some of the goons, in which there is so many testaments zenye tumepata from those people who are involved in that activity. So meaning that now ukiangalia tu vizuri the circle of the president now, as a whole, you can clearly tell that there is something somewhere is wrong. Because the way our watu wake wana behave, you can clearly tell that there is something wrong, and they have already know that things are not going to be well. And that's why jana, there is a video here nilifanya ya SUDI. SUDI akisema that hata kura isipoja wata make sure ijae, wataomba na mali itakata kujaa lazima ijae. I hope umeona hiyo video because nilifanya jana. So you can clearly tell that now things are not well. Even inafika mahali penye sasa the likes of kina SUDI, how sasa ndo wanaanza kupigania president. How sasa ndo ni kama ati wana run for president because hawaamini kama hii one term itawahi kuja kukam into a true thing. Hawa wanaonanga tu as if it is a joke. But you can clearly tell, even if mtu anaweza sema tio mara nyinyi mnakashifu president, mara nyinyi mumezidi sana na hiyo one term. No, let me tell you something. He government, before they enter into the leadership, remember this government ilituahidi so many things, and their manifestos, they were clearly outlined. Remember this government, first of all, walikuwa wanaongelelea mostly the mama mboga, wakaongelelea the boda sector, and that was under the point known as a bottom up thing. So this bottom up sahi imegeuka. This bottom up sahi si bottom up hata kidogo. And now can clearly tell that all these people wenye wana surround sahi William Ruto, hao ndo wamebaki sahi na kibarua kubwa. Angalia vile Faruk sahi anahangaika hii Kenya, anatembea kila mahali in order that to convince people. Na remember Faruk si ati ni leader, Faruk ni PA, personal assistance of William Samuel Ruto. So yeye sasa ndo ni kama co-president. So Kindiki sasa ndo amerudi akakuwa tena sijini kama PA, enda amerudi sijana kaa kama nani. Na remember sahi what's going on, wacha niwaambie sasa. What's going on now is like this. Sahi Kindiki yenda ameachiwa apiganie rais. Yes, sahi ana mobilize watu, yes sahi anafanya nini? And now hata ile retreat ya jana yenye the cabinet ilikuwa na retreat jana pale Karen. Hiyo retreat hata Kindiki hakukuwa. Raila ndiye alionekana hapo hivyo anatembea kwa red carpet na William Samoei Ruto. Meaning that now William Samoei Ruto ameachia Kindiki all the work. So Kindiki ndio ajitume, ajisacrifice na aweze kupigania William Samoei Ruto. And that's why even you can see from other leaders, the close allies of William Samoei Ruto, the likes of kina SUDI. Hadi nafika mahali SUDI sasa anatuambia, anatuuliza kama si tushaiona a one term president. At kila mtu lazima aende a two term president. Sasa swali ni kama lazima aende na ni nani hao ndo watachagua? We as the common mwananchi, we are the people who are going to elect people. And hii mambo ya kutuambia ati sijui tutaombaomba ati sipoja lazima tujaze. Sasa utajaza aje kama haijaja, utajaza aje? And that means that now these close allies of William Samoei Ruto, they are exposing William Samoei Ruto very very badly. Remember last jana pia Charlene Ruto, the daughter to William Samoei Ruto, ali come out to bring something here. Na alisema that the millennials are the ones to be blamed because the millennials are the ones who are trying to play the strings in between the Gen Zs and the other generations. So you can clearly tell that speech yenye Charlene Ruto alitoa inaweza maanisha that hiyo sasa si yeye mwenyewe ameongea. It is Ruto ameongea through her, because the way Ali talk, it is a clear indication that the statement appears to be carefully crafted from the presidency itself. A strategic appeal to millennials to act as a buffer against rising youth dissent. Remember, our millennials, sasa sasa ndio Charlene Ruto anakuja kulalamika that it is the millennials wenye wanatia chumvi. Hao ndio wana play the strings in order that the Gen Zs to be so harsh to other generation. But remember, si ati Gen Z peke yake ndio huwa wako kwa barabara. No, even the millennials zingine huwa wako kwa barabara. So hii jina Gen Z ili come up to juu because majority were the youths. And that's why uliona even Kimani Ichung'wah ali come out kusema that atio hama Gen Z kazi yao tu ni kukule KFC na kazi yao ni kubebwa na Uber. Meaning that up to now, these leaders, especially the close allies of William Samoei Ruto, they are now in panic because wanashanga, what really next? What will happen next? And that's why unaona the likes of kina Samson Cherargei, they are trying even to induce some of the things zenye haipatikani. Wanaanza kusema ati mara kuna non-governmental organization sponsoring the Gen Zs, kuna the activities zenye wanakuwa sponsored. And what I can say is that now, this one, si ati mtu anakuwa sponsored. No. Unataka kuniambia mtu kama mimi, for me to come here to this platform and try to analyze some of the things, ati nimelipwa na non-governmental organization. No. Hii ni hiari yangu tu, at least pia mimi nitoe my opinion. But sasa for now, Samson Cherargei is trying to bring something here, whereby he's saying that there is a non-governmental organization which are sponsoring the activities in order that those activities to try to mobilize the Gen Zs. And what I can tell Samson Cherargei is that this thing is not that there is a non-governmental organization sponsoring the Gen Zs, but rather this one is about the willingness of a person in order that to see the change, in order that to go out there to make a change. Because where we are now as a state of the country, we are in a very very bad state. You can clearly tell that kuna some of the things zinafanyika kwa country hadi unaweza shanga. Aya, tukiangalia kwa budget, kuna so much money zenye zimekuwa allocated on the state house renovation. And it is ironically that on the other side, in terms of the medicals, in terms of the medicine, unaweza kwa hospitali zingine unatibiwa, then wanakuambia that enda nunua madawa nje ya hospitali. Rather than wakuambie ndio hizi madawa hapa, chukulia hapa kwa hospitali. So you can clearly tell that now the room the cockpit of Kenya's political destiny is currently charged with tension. And that's the position of the presidents, because your position sahi iko so much charged with tension. And that's why unaona the close allies wanajaribu ku-release that tension. Pressure imekuwa mingi, joto ni mingi. And that's why unaona sasa sahi wanajaribu ku-release hiyo joto. And now a seasoned player, one who has successfully wielded the instruments of power twice before, is once again in motion. Remember, Uhuru Kenyatta will no longer play the cool kid anymore. And that's why unaona sahi mtu kama Uhuru Kenyatta anajidistance kidogo. So now what Ruto is doing now, Ruto now is trying to get some money from Kenyans. And that's why unazaona Kenyan shillings 3.4 billion imeallocatiwa kwa renovation of the State House. Staggering 54 billion funneled into the office of the government spokesperson. So you can clearly tell that these budgetary decisions suggest an administration gearing up for an aggressive communication campaign. Hii pesa yote yenye wanajaribu kusanya for now, hii ni for the campaign later. That's why unaona so many amount of money zinakuwa allocated, especially kwa hizi government offices the presidents. So now can clearly tell that wanajipanga and they are gearing up for an aggressive communication campaign, one masquerading as statecraft but driven by electoral survival. And that's their issue now. They want an electoral survival. So now those close to Ruto have already gotten the intel that indeed one term is reality. And that's why unaona for now wanna try kujicompose, yani wanajaribu kujicompose in order that the public wasione that mambo imekuwa ngumu. And that's why they are trying to come out with some of the ideas to counter effect the pressure coming from the common mwananchi. So now that's why you have seen Anne Waiguru has started mocking Kindiki and firing shots at the government indirectly. Tuliona pale Anne Waiguru akianza na statement ati mimi ni noma si noma. And you can clearly tell that that is a mocking. And that's why I'm telling that Anne Waiguru has started mocking Kindiki, firing shots at the government indirectly. And that's why wanajua that coming 2027 things will not be well the way they thought. And the things is that now people will come out. People will come out to vote in order that to change the state of the country. So by the time we are getting a 2027 election, William Ruto will only be left with wenye wako karibu na the likes of kina SUDI, Faruki Bet, Kimani Ichung'wah, Samson Cherargei. Because sisi kama common wananchi, sisi yetu tu sasa saa hii ni maoni tu. Sisi tunaangalia tu na kutoa maoni. What's your opinion? Drop it at the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for your great support. Consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. Let's meet in another video.